I did a review of this back in probably October, and it's currently the most popular video being viewed on my channel. And a comment, I think it was yesterday, from somebody who, I don't mind comments, but if you're going to comment and say something, back it up. Give us a link to whatever it is you're talking about. Somebody said that this had been recalled. So today I've gone on to various product recall sites, and I have found it looks exactly the same. An eBay product that looks exactly the same as this has actually been recalled, and I will give you the recall link. It's a government recall website, and it's been recalled for a number of reasons, and this is not something I looked at closely, and you kind of expect it from Chinese crap. It's failed on a number of issues. If you look at the plug on this side, and then you look at the plug here, you can see there is a massive difference between the gap between the plastic edge and the pins. If you look on this one, there is very little gap between the metal, between the pins and the side. That is a fail. On the good plug, it is a minimum on here of it's about 9.6, almost 10 mil. On the Amazon and eBay one, it's half that. You're talking under 5. Now, something else we can check is the length of the insulation on the pin. That is 9 mil. On the known good plug, it is 10 mil. So certainly an issue with the spacing there. There is no marking label, no rating plate, nothing. The trading standards, I can't remember where the trading standards was in the country that examined this, but they said the rating of the ones they looked at were not suitable for UK use, and also were not 500 watts. They were less than that. The next failure, which is in the more serious of the failures, you should have to use a tool to unscrew something before you have access to any live parts, and it's proved to not be the case, and you can actually pry this cover off like so, and you've got access to live parts. I'm just going to have a quick look in there. Well, I don't see where the live parts are going to be that they are talking about. That is just the heat transfer fins, the element. I have to take this apart and have a close. Oh, you know what? Sod it. Let's get this taken apart. I am returning this to Amazon. I spoke to an online assistant earlier, and I said this product has been recalled. It's been removed from Amazon's website, although their version is called something different. They're clearly all the same items out of China, and there was no quibbling at all about that. If you try and do it yourself online, it said it's out of the returns policy window because it was bought back in October. But as soon as I gave them the link to the government website saying this has been recalled, there was no problem at all. So I suspect if you have already got one of these from Amazon, eBay, or wherever else they were selling them, you might just wish to get your money back. So let's have a look. inside. Oh, actually, they're right. These are live. If you look at the big terminals there, they are coming from where? Yeah, straight off that little power board. So they're correct. This is going to be live. The fins here look like they're going to be live. Wow. Yeah, that is not a smart move. So you can pull that grill off, and there you are with the live contacts. Jesus, so that is bad. Again, no signs of any sort of rating at all on this product. It's a shame. I should have got a power meter rigged up just to test it. I mean, the connections themselves look fine. They've used the silicon wire. Looks to be of the correct gauge. But yeah, really not very good. The fact that you can access that so easily. Well, there you go. So looks like we're knackered, and we're going to have to look for another low power heater solution. Anyway, there we go. So if you've got one of these, I would suggest getting it back to Amazon. I certainly wouldn't leave it unattended if you've got kids in the house. And yeah, I wish I had a little bit more time. I would just take this apart a little bit further and have a closer look. But it's going to go back, and we'll look for another solution. The turnable plug bit is interesting. That seems to work just fine. There's actually only 2 wires to that, so this isn't earthed either, is it? So yeah, no earth on this. Interesting. Okay, so I will update the original post about this and just include this on the listing. Sorry, on the first video. I'll add this video or a link to it to say this is not something that you should be buying in any of its many forms. Extensively advertised as well. It was advertised as, if you saw my first video, it was advertised as some genius technician had come up with this money saving piece of equipment, and actually it's just a piece of tat, but it worked for me in the small workshop. I'm going to have to go back to the 2000 watt switchable to 1000 watt with its dodgy thermostat. So as I said, it overheats and then underheats and switches between the two, and it's just a pain in the arse. This running was perfect, but yeah, if the place burnt down and you had this and they could get out of paying the insurance because you're running a withdrawn product, yeah, it's not worth the aggro. Actually, we'll do a couple of tests. Let's just see. I'm just going to get the resistance reading up. Just want to check between the live and here. Even. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is on. Let's grab the other pin. Yeah, directly connected to live. That's 500 ohms, and the next one is, yeah, that is connected directly. Now, is that the live pin? Let me get this right. Yeah, okay, so yeah, there's the issue. That live pin goes from the plug, goes straight to this one here, and this one at the end. And the other two in the middle have got a 0.5 K ohm resistance. So yeah, I can see the issues now. You know, anybody can pop that off. And in fact, it's worse than that, isn't it? I wonder if you hit that hard enough, whether you could just bend that in and touch the live. Nah, that would probably be stretching the imagination a bit. But if you did hit it hard enough, it's going to bend and pop these out anyway, and then just fall off, and you've got the live connections. So yeah, quite dangerous. And is there a fuse anywhere here? Certainly not in the plug. I didn't even consider that. Do we have any sort of fuse there? No, I'm not seeing one. I've got to take that board off now and have a closer look. Ridiculous. How the hell does this stuff get into the country in the first place? I know they stop a lot of things at the border, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Neutral to there. Well, look at that. That is hanging off. That is all loose. And then that goes off to the heater, and then the live. Make sure we've got these colours right. Live is on the right, which is blue, and then red goes to the switch, back to yellow. That goes straight to there. What's that going through? It's just being switched by a relay. So yeah, and then straight off to the elements. So yeah, frankly, a death trap. No fuse. Access to live parts without tools. That can easily be prized off. You can see what sort of little pieces are there are used just to hold that in place. Yeah, shocking. There you go. If you've got one, get rid of it.